The syllabus and the pattern of examination is the same, and the same the text, which is meant for, which was meant for first semester, same is there for the second. There were 5 prose and 5 poetry in the first semester. Now there are remaining 5 prose and remaining 5 poetry for the second. The grammar also, the same textbook is there, but now the grammatical items are vocabulary building, and especially the ways of building vocabulary in that prefixation and suffixation that we are going to focus on. I hope all of you are there, and even if you are not online now, this teaching, this lecture is recorded and will be provided to you. You can see it at your convenience. Not necessary that all of you be online for the live lecture, because technical problems are there. But other than that, you may have some overlapping lectures. Therefore, this facility, as discussed with the discussion with the principal, he said that you can. So it is not a thing that it is only online mode. This can be considered as just lecture is recorded and we are enjoying it, we are listening to it, we are using it at your time available, at your convenience. So how the vocabulary is built? It is a natural process. Especially in mother tongue, it is natural. How do we grow in vocabulary in mother tongue? By listening only. We listen to the words and we speak it out. We listen, and then we speak. By listening, we grow our vocabulary automatically. There are ample sources that in our family, somebody speaks, we listen. In our classes, our teachers speak, we listen. In our friend circle, our friends speak, we listen. This way, new words are automatically getting added to our vocabulary, and our vocabulary enriches. In case of English, which is not our mother tongue, which is second language, which is third language in many cases, so we have to depend on another sources. In my family, nobody speaks English, therefore there is no chance of listening English words. In my friend circle, even in the classes, even in the English classes, teachers seldom speak Marathi. For the sake of convenience, they say that English will be difficult to understand. Therefore, they use most of the time they use Marathi and Hindi words. Therefore, we don't get chance to listen to direct English words. So how can we grow our vocabulary? How do we make words? Making of words, there are methods, there are ways to vocabulary building. And first of them is affixation. Affixation, then compounding, then acronym, and then blending. There are 4 ways. First, affixation. Second, compounding. Third, acronym. And fourth, blending. For word's sake, you might think it is a new thing or a difficult thing. It is not that. We do it regularly. In the language, grammatical language, these words are there. Otherwise, it is a simple thing. We do it every day. Practice. We do it in all languages. Also, we do it in Marathi or Hindi, Urdu or Bengali, and in English we do it. So first, we start with that is affixation. What is affixation? Again, there are 2 types: suffixation and prefixation. Some base word we take, and some new letters are added to that word. And by adding some letters to that base word, a new word is formed. That is called affixation. And in that, we add a suffix, it becomes suffixation. We add a prefix, it becomes prefixation. Prefixation or suffixation, both of them jointly called affixation. For example, we know the word act. We are familiar with the word act. We add re that is RE before the word, we just add the letters RE and new word is formed, that is react. From act, react is made. Similarly, if we add suffix like ION, these letters, these three letters, ION, these three letters are added to word act and new word is formed, that is action. That's action. So from word act, we have made two new words. One is react and another is action. So making react out of act is called prefixation and making action out of act is called suffixation. And both of them are jointly called prefixation. It's very simple thing, we do it. In Marathi also we do it, in Hindi also we do it, and I suppose in most of the languages we do it. For the sake of English, as I already mentioned, that purposefully the teachers of English use English in English classes so that the students will get chance to listen to English unless and until we're encountered with the target language. Unless and until we're encountered with the target language, will not be able to speak that language. Whatever is the language, first we need to listen that language. You understand 100% or 60% or 70%, it doesn't matter. But we get habitual with listening English first. By getting habitual with listening English, sooner or later, today or tomorrow, we will be able to speak that language. It is a very simple phenomenon. It happens most of the time subconsciously also. So we are here for affixation. Let me repeat. There are two types of affixation. One is prefixation and another is suffixation. If it is reach, R-I-C-H, reach, this is an adjective. We add E-N, these two letters, and it becomes enrich. Enrich is a new word. It's a verb. Reach is an adjective. Enrich is a verb. What did we do? We just added two letters. And these letters are prefix. Therefore, making enrich out of reach is called prefixation. Similarly, we can make richness out of reach by adding NESS. If we add from the right side, it is suffixation. We add letters from the left side, it is prefix, it is called prefixation. And there are many words. We just make a list of the words while doing opposite of the word, while making the different form of the word. Out of say verb is the base word, we can make noun out of that. Govern is a verb. We make government. Government is a noun. Govern is a verb. Government is a noun. What did we do? We added MENT. By just adding MENT, new word is made. And making new words. Out of one old we make new words. And this way we enrich our vocabulary. This way we grow our vocabulary. This way we get more words into our vocabulary. I suppose you know the difference between vocabulary and dictionary. There are two different words. What is dictionary? Dictionary is also a collection of words. Vocabulary is also a collection of words. But in dictionary, we have almost every word is there in the dictionary. According to Oxford calculation, they say there are 5 lakh words. There can be more than that if you go to the encyclopedia. In dictionary, there are ample words. Almost every word you can find in dictionary. But vocabulary is not that. My vocabulary is different from my students' vocabulary. The vocabulary of arts student is different from vocabulary of science student. A word of teacher has different vocabulary and word of farmer has different vocabulary. This way, everybody's vocabulary is different. Even if everybody's dictionary is the same. In our days, There were no mobile phones, so we were keeping something like this in my pocket. And this is a diary. So diary we were keeping, and in the diary there were phone numbers written when mobile phones were not there. And there was a directory. Directory was made for the town, for the township, for the district. In the directory, you could find phone number of everybody, those having landline. That it was a time when there were only landline phones, mobile phones were not there. So everybody's phone number you can find in directory. Everybody's phone number you cannot find in diary. This is my personal diary. And in this diary, I could write the phone numbers that I need. My sister's phone number, my teacher's phone number, my relatives' phone number, my teachers, my friends, the phone numbers that I require, that were written in the dictionary. Similarly, in vocabulary, the words that I know, words that I need, that is my vocabulary. Words, therefore, doctor's vocabulary, advocate's vocabulary, farmer's vocabulary, teacher's vocabulary is different. Apart from that, there is something like a common vocabulary. Just like a family, road, a TV, hall, accident, vehicle, motor car. These are television, film, industry. These are something common vocabulary. But there is lexical set of vocabularies. Lexical sets are there. So making lexical sets, we need to add some new words. And how new words are formed? How new words are formed? Word formation. More than vocabulary building, I call it word formation. How words are formed? Basically, there was only one single word. And this word, out of one single word, we had made many words. So this way, these are the ways of word formation. First is affixation, which we have discussed already. The second is called compounding. I hope you know the word compound. What is compound? Compound is joining two words. Joining two words, making a new word out of that is called compound. Joining two words. They have different identity. And these two words, when come together, they make a third word, which is entirely different in meaning. For example, we know the word time. And we have another word, table. So time is a single word, different word. Table is something different. But when these two words are joined, a new word is formed, a timetable. Timetable. Timetable is different. It has nothing to do with the time, solely time. It has nothing to do with the table also. But when they come together, lunch is a word, you know. Box is another word. But when lunch and box, these two words are brought together, we make third word, that is lunch box. There is lunch break also. There is lunch time also. Putting two separate, complete words, joining these words, we can make third word. We can make third word which is entirely different. That is called word formation. How words are formed. We know brother. There are out of brother, if we make a brotherhood, it is suffixation. But if we make a step brother, then it is called compound. Because step is separate. Brother is separate. Step brother is again separate. But when we make brotherhood out of brother, it is called suffixation. We make brother-in-law, brother in law. These three words are joined together to make another word out of brother, and that is brother-in-law. This is also compound. So don't get confused with affixation and compounding. In affixation, In affixation, we add prefix or suffix, which is otherwise not a single word, which is not a separate word. For example, NESS is not a word. NESS, smart, smartness. So NESS is not a word, it is just a suffix. But in this case, when we say timetable, table itself is a word. It has its own identity. It can come separate also. Therefore, it is not suffix. It is single word. So these two single words are brought together to make another single word again. Because it's one word only. Timetable is one word. They have different separate identities also, and altogether they make third word. Sorry, this is called compound. Should we go to next? Next method of word formation is called acronym. Acronym, for the namesake we find can be something new, but it's not new. Acronym is cutting words, just as affixation is joining, affixation is attaching words to the base word, acronym is cutting the word. One word is there, by cutting that word we make another word, and that is called, the method is called acronym. All type of short forms, abbreviations, they come in acronym. Abbreviation. For example, we say I am PhD. What is PhD? PhD is a word. PhD is a word. It has its meaning. I don't have to say that I am Doctor of Philosophy. I just say I am PhD. By saying PhD, I use means 2-3 words are taken together. Doctor of Philosophy, I don't have to say. I say I am PhD. And we say my cousin is BA. What is BA? BA is not word. Actually, it is Bachelor of Arts. But making BA out of Bachelor of Arts is called acronym. In that again, there are two types. One is abbreviation, taking short forms. And another is cutting the word literally. Cutting the word, for example, television. We say TV for television. So TV is not abbreviation, but instead when we say TV, it is television. We say flu. Flu is not word, actual word is influenza. But instead of saying influenza, we merely say flu. Flu is nothing but influenza. So out of making flu out of influenza is called acronym. Making BA out of Bachelor of Arts is called abbreviation. Both of them are jointly called acronym. And I suppose we should go for the last type and we'll stop. The last type is called blending. Word formation type, blending. Blending is what? Two words are taken together, but they are blended. They are overlapped into one another. In timetable, we keep them separately. Separate, they have separate. They are joined, but again they are separate. But when they are blended, when they are overlapped, have you heard the word smog? S-M-O-G, smog. This is blending of two words. One is smoke, another is fog. Smoke and fog. There is a situation, there is smoke also, and there is fog also. We jointly call it smog. What is smog? Smog is smoke and fog. These words are taken together, they are blended into each other, and the word is formed. Smog. You might have heard the word motel. M-O-T-E-L. What is motel? Motel is just a blend of motor and hotel. Motor and hotel, these two words are blended and we make motel out of motor and hotel. And there is one word, transistor. What is transistor? There are two words again, transformer and resistor. When transformer and resistor are taken together, and not only taken together, they are overlapped into one another, blended over each other, transistors. This type of word formation is called blending. So let me stop in 5 minutes after the conclusion. The conclusion is, for vocabulary building, we need to know the methods of word formation. There are four ways of method formation I told you. First is affixation. Second is compounding. Third is acronym. And fourth is blending. I am repeating. In affixation, there are two: suffixation and prefixation. That is, we add some letters to base word. Then there is compounding, when two words are joined, not blended, only joined, put together. That is compounding. So it is acronym when the word is cut, either in abbreviation or literally letter-wise. And the fourth is blending. Blending is taking two words and overlapping them into one another. These are the ways of word formation. I suppose we all have understood it. I am available 24/7, online also, offline also, but students don't come to college as per the guidelines of government and guidelines of university. We are going for the online lecture series. There are technical problems, I can understand, but this pandemic is a worldwide problem. It is not our problem. It is not a local problem. It is a global problem. So when the problem comes, we have to face it, and no way out of that. Telephonic conversation, you can phone me anytime. You can WhatsApp me also. I am available on Messenger also. Whatever is the mode of communication, we will use it. No doubt the pandemic had made a recoverable loss of many fields, especially academic area. But out of that also we are recovering. The first semester was expected to be over by October 2020, which we finished in March 2021. And now this semester, this is second, fourth and sixth semester, which was expected to be finished by March, April 2021. And we will do it over by July. I wish you all the best. And with this, I'll stop. Thank you. Thank you very much for placing this. Thank you.